Alright, let's see. Let me get my notes up. Okay, so, alright. This video is going to be about the Ascendant and the Sun, and basically the planets. So, this is I don't really take any kind of particular interest in the Sun directly. And this is pretty much why I pay attention to not only the Ascendant, but the entire chart. Like, the Ascendant is just the Ascendant. The Ascendant is the first house. But you have a second house, a third house, and a fourth house, and a fifth house, and all these other houses. And I think to some, depending on the Ascendant, I think that these other houses connect with each other and influence each other. So say if you had like, I'll get back to that later. But basically the way that I look at charts right now is I look at the house system, not to say Placidus or whole house or equal, but like where all the houses are placed in, what signs they're placed in. So basically, I look at that because to me, um, where all the houses are placed, this is like to me this is like a board, like a chess board, and the planets are like the chess pieces, and then the aspects with the planets, those are how the planets or the pieces work together on the chessboard. So this is kind of why I don't think the sun signs are too dominant, and I think it's all about the ascendant and the entire rest of the house. So this is like kind of how I put it together. All right. So let's say that we have two Sagittarius ascendants. Okay. Now this is like saying you have two boards that are identical, like the same chess boards. Um, but the pieces on that board are going to be in different places. So um, basically, you have the same board, but your pieces are in different places, and you have different aspects. So it's kind of like your life is playing out the same way as this other person's life is playing out, but the way that you play the game, or the way that you play your life, is different in comparison to the way the other person is playing out their life. You both had the same life, but you're playing it differently. Just like having two of the same boards, but your pieces are in different places. So you're playing the game differently, but you're still playing the same game. So with two Sagittarius's ascendants, they're playing the same game, but their pieces are in different places. So they're playing their game differently, if that makes any sense. So like kind of how I have written right here, I say that the sun can be almighty like a queen in chess, but it's not going to work the same on different boards or house positions. That's why I feel houses are so important, not just your ascendant. Your whole chart can reflect your ascendant. And what I mean by that is aside from the sun being in a different place, it could highlight a different area in your life. So like say two Sagittarius ascendants, okay, your house, you have a seventh house. Well, everybody has a seventh house. So okay, Sagittarius ascendant, and your sun is in the seventh house. And then let's say another person has Sagittarius ascendant, but their sun is in the fourth house. So they could have like the same personality thing going, and the way that their life runs in a way, but the sun is highlighting different areas in their life. So one, like the seventh house, may be more dominant in relationships or partnerships, that maybe what their life revolves around. And as for the other person, they'll have the same kind of personality, but their life revolves around their fourth house, which is basically like their home or their comfort zone. And so that could really put a big spin on things. That's why two suns in the same spot, like okay, two Cancer suns, like one Cancer sun could be in the 10th house, and the other one could be in the second house, and the ascendants are different, so their life is going to be, and their personality is going to be totally different, and the sun in Cancer is going to reflect something completely different in their life, and the same thing with all the other planets. So that's why I don't take the sun too much out of priority, and I look at the houses and where they're all at. If that makes any sense, I'm going off freaking edge here, but um, just trying to make sense out of things. It's not easy for me, but so what I meant by your whole chart can reflect your ascendant. What I mean by this is okay, I have a Pisces ascendant, Pisces rising, so myself and my identity, my actions, they pertain the subconscious. Why the subconscious? Because Pisces represents the subconscious. My identity is of the subconscious. So I look at my 12th house. The 12th house is subconscious. What's in my 12th house? Aquarius. So Aquarius is about being innovative, and it's about having these unique ideas and ways of looking at things. And that is my subconscious. My subconscious is unique, crazy ideas, being innovative, and that reflects in my first house because it's Pisces, because it's the subconscious. So, kind of like how I have written here. So, what's my subconscious? Look at the 12th house. My 12th house, Aquarius. From within, out of nowhere, these innovative ideas just come out of me, perhaps through my actions as well. So Pisces risings probably have the ability to just do things and they come out unique. And without trying or looking for it, it's just there and the magic happens. um, Even when they come up with ideas, they probably can't even recall where it came from or how they did it because it's subconscious. This is where your actions and your identity is coming from. So that's kind of like how what I meant by your whole chart can reflect your ascendant, or your houses can reflect other areas of your houses. So what I mean by that is like here I have else written in my notes. Look at other houses in other charts. A Cancer ascendant or first house, Cancer ascendant or first house, Cancer first house, is probably influenced from their fourth house, which can be Libra. So if a Cancer has someone has a Cancer ascendant, their Libra is probably in their fourth house, depending on what house system that they're using. So to figure out how this Cancer ascendant is being influenced, you look at the seventh house because Cancer rules fourth house, and the fourth house is in Libra. So Libra in the fourth house is influencing the Cancer in the first house, but what's influencing Libra in the fourth? We look to the seventh house. What's in the seventh house? Capricorn. So Capricorn in the seventh house is influencing Libra in the fourth. So basically, what you're doing here is you're connecting houses together, and depending on what sign is on your ascendant to figure out what's influencing your ascendant, you can make a loop, and there's different cycles that you can go through to figure things out. So like a Cancer ascendant will go to fourth house Libra, and then from there you'll figure out what that's about by going to seventh house Capricorn. And then to figure out what Capricorn's about in the seventh house, you're going to go to the 10th house because Capricorn rules 10th house. Now that's going to be Aries. So that Aries in 10th house is going to influence Capricorn in 7th house. And now what house does Aries rule? Cancer, the first house. Alright, so you can go from Cancer to Libra to Capricorn to Aries, and then Aries leads you back to the first house, which is Cancer, and you have this loop. And you can see all these different houses and signs that are interacting with each other, and this is kind of like the cycle of basically your personality of who you are in the first house. And also your ascendant may connect with your fourth house, and your ascendant may have some kind of distant connection to your relationships and your 10th house. So like I said, I'm going crazy here, but hopefully I'm getting some ideas out there, and hopefully you're nitpicking some of the madness that I'm throwing out. So I guess I'll leave it at that. I guess till my next video. I'm like, mind is fried right now thinking of all this stuff. But I guess till later. So peace.